Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 87. And today, returning with two massive games with our Canaries as we aim to keep our domestic double dreams alive, with Manchester United in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, then Brighton away as we continue to keep the pressure on league leaders Liverpool. And ordinarily, of course, I'd say, but before we get to the game, I'm going to show you how noise we're getting off camera. But obviously, you know what happened in the last episode. You saw the defeat against the Reds in the first leg of Champions League quarter-final, the win against West Ham, and then the turnaround at Carrow Road as well to advance through to the semis, where, as you know, we'll be taking on Barcelona. Both legs will be coming in the very next episode. We've not faced Barcelona in the save before. This will be our first meeting with the Catalan Giants, and yeah, I'm excited, but to be honest, I don't think we've got much chance of taking them out and reaching the final. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But today, it's all about domestic football as we take on Manchester United at Wembley first in the FA Cup semi-final. Real briefly, as you can see, we've come back at 2 p.m. and not 3 p.m, which is when our game's being played, because Liverpool are away at Bournemouth right now at 2 p.m, and I'm not sure if the scoreline will finish up before our game against Manchester United. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So we're going to process through, and will it show it there? Let's have a quick look together. Premier League matches. Oh yes, Bournemouth with the goalless draw. Well done, you cherries. And that means, or is that like still going through? I can never tell in FM whether that means it's finished or it's still going through. But for now, at least, it says 0-0, and that means that if it did finish the draw, which it did indeed, because that counts as Liverpool's game being played, the gap cut to 5. They still have a significantly better goal difference record, but 5 games to go. We are going nowhere. So first game, great boost heading into the FA Cup semi-final. It's Manchester United at Wembley, and I still believe, really, if we are to win a piece of silverware this year outside of the Super Cup, let's be honest, it'll be amazing to complete the comeback in the Premier League, but realistically, I doubt it will happen. It will have to be this competition. So heading into the game, as you can see on the injury and suspension report right now, Ben Godfrey is still coming back for that injury and therefore will not play today. And we've got 3 players suspended for the Cup semi-final: McTominay against his former team, Pavlovic and Badou as well. And this is our team. We're going 4-1-2-3 gegenpress with Farina's in goal, back for a Sanabria, a Kouakou, Armenian Robin. That is one makeshift back four. I don't think these two have started together all season long. With Kenner Longstaff and Bamba through the middle. Brewster is an inside forward on the left due to Madou's suspension. Dembele's on the right, and Teddy Gray will lead the line on his own. And on the bench, Zangrandi, O'Connor, Warburton, Aarons, Mount, Provenzano, and Crowley as well. First game, Manchester United in the FA Cup semi-final. Again, realistically, despite treble still being a possibility, I think we'd win some silverware. It needs to be this. Come on, you Canaries. Can I just say how happy I am with a Kouakou as well? Like, you guys know me. For those of you that watched my FM saves throughout the past few years, firstly, thank you for still being here. But you know, I never get any luck with academy graduates. And when a Kouakou came out of the academy back in season 1, I was like, yeah, he'll never make it. To be fair to the guy, though, he's still here. He's still here after all these years. He had one loan spell with Bristol Rovers. He went there, came back, and whilst he never really plays that much throughout the season, he's a 4th choice centre-half. He's still here. He's still here, and he does a relatively decent job when called upon. So, yeah, today, thrown in at the deep end, though, FA Cup semi-final. And I can say to the boys, we owe Man United after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. And again, treble dreams might still be technically on, but realistically, I think this is our only chance of winning silverware this year. Watch Kouakou have an absolute shocker today as well, now that I've given him some props. Anyway, first highlight falling inside the first 15 minutes with Manchester United passing out from a goal kick. And we struggled against them throughout the save so many times. I would say even in the media say we're favourites for this, we are underdogs in my book, as the Red Devil will attack down left-hand side. Look at the space for the left back here to possibly whip it in, and Nato at the far post makes it 1-0, and there's the opening goal. Worst possible start. Well, you've seen us have some epic end-of-season collapse quite a few times this series, and I'm a little bit worried we might do it again. Jonathan Sanabria missing the interception there, and Nato sliding in at the back stick with the easy finish. Manchester United taking an early lead. Now, how do we respond from this? Well, as a Kouakou gets a booking and there's a free kick for the Red Devils, we might respond poorly. Nato to Gravenberch, and here they come again. Ball not cut out by Maiher, and Farina's bails us out and keeps it at 1-0. The fullback's off to a slow start today. 3 players on yellow cards inside the first half an hour as well. Not a good start from Norwich City here at Wembley. Kouakou is nervous. Everyone else is either composed, motivated or fired up. So the body language isn't that bad. Fatigue-wise as well, we're not that bad. But at the moment, just haven't done anything in the first half. Second half to play. We're still in this, don't get me wrong. We've got to do something. Said they're unlucky, they're relaxed and motivated and gain confidence. But I don't want you to gain confidence. I want you to gain a chance and a goal. Yeah? Okay. Well, anyway, second half begins. And at the moment, again, nothing to report, man. Absolutely nothing. Brighton game isn't for another 5-6 days, I think. But, yeah, today it's just not worked at all, has it? But a corner here for the Canaries. Herman Bamba floats it in. And Bionic Legs gets up, but can't keep it down. Still 1-0, 25 minutes on the clock. As we'll lose the game by chasing a leveller. Going to take off Nohan Kenner and go 4-2-4 now. And bring on Kyle Crowley. To be fair, this season's done well in limited game time. Maybe Mount for Longstaff, who's played quite poorly as well. Yeah, let's do that. There's still time, but we've got to get a chance, man. The only chance coming from a corner. We've had 15 shots, but only 3 have found a target. Push Sanabria and Robin up as wing-backs now. I think I'm going to bring on Aarons for the Dutchman as well. And see if we can just find one late opportunity to get ourselves a leveller. But it doesn't look likely. And it seems as though we're going to have a loss in the first game of 2 today. And I called this the only realistic piece of silverware available. Well, it still is if we can score from this. Farina's, oh God! What the fuck? That's the first time that's ever happened in one of my saves. This dude, I mean, he is just, I don't even know. Oh my God. What on earth has just happened? Farines. I don't even care if the fans don't see you this way. You are a club legend, mate. We're going into extra time. I'm going to have to adjust the tactics now. So we've gone very attacking. I've pushed my fullbacks up to wing-backs as well. We'll push them down, but keep the roles as the same. We're still going to play 4-2-4. And I think we'll keep the instructions as they are as well. I'm absolutely speechless. Farines is just, oh my word. He's a god amongst men. If we lose this in extra time, I'll be absolutely gutting. But can you imagine if Farines, scored the first penalty? Because you know he'll take it if it goes to a shootout. And then saved 3 in a row as NATO crosses and Aaron's head's cleared. It's not fully away. Kai Havertz shot blocked. Second one by Reece Nelson goes just wide. As we still are tied. But this Venezuela, man. Is he my favourite goalkeeper ever? I think he is. I love him. Mount tackles Havertz. And that's just wide from Mason. As we're still tight. And you know what? If this goes to penalties, I fancy our chances. I know we've lost, I think, 2 shootouts in a row now after having a really good record. But with Farines, with the confidence that he has, I'd feel confident. I'd feel very confident. Rian on the ball, tackled, but it'll go back to Bamba as we look for a goal to turn this game on its head right before the break in extra time. Max down the right-hand side with one man to beat. Nelson blocks it, but Karamoka picks it up and he'll whip it in. Yes! This is why I kept him. 2-1 Norwich. He was on the transfer list for about 18, 19, maybe 20 months. There was interest from Spurs. There was interest from someone else. I think it might have been Manchester United, funnily enough. But what did I say? I'd rather lose him on a free transfer at 31 years old. Because the fact of the matter is I'm not weakening our team, strengthening a European rival, and losing a really consistent, reliable player on for Longstaff. Gives us the lead. We've got a 4th sub. I might take off Sanabria for Warburton because he's getting really tired out there, as is Herman Bamba. Yeah, I'm gonna Warburton for Sanabria for more energy down that left flank. 15 minutes away from an FA Cup final. And again, after Brighton made it through yesterday, we would be firm favourites for it. Norwich City almost there. 2 minutes of extra time to go. And a goal here will kill the contest. Bionic Legs! Denied by a brilliant save by De Gea at close range, but it shouldn't matter. What a turnaround. Call us the kings of the comeback because we've done it once again. Norwich City heading to the FA Cup final in one of the most dramatic games I've ever played. I can't believe it. Congratulations, lads. You're all dreamt of playing in the final. Now you're going to be doing it. I'm delighted for you all. But for Farines, well, he lost the vice captaincy when we loaned him out to Benfica. I think it's safe to say he'll be getting it back next year. I love our number 1 man. I love him to pieces. He's got to stay here until he retires. Norwich into the FA Cup final. still in the Premier League title race, and with the FA Cup quarterfinals, the Champions League quarterfinals coming in the next episode as well, the treble dreams are still on. Oh my god, I can't get over that. I can't get over that Farina's goal. That's the first time in any of my saves that I've put on YouTube where a goalkeeper has scored coming up for a set piece. Honestly, man, I said it and I'll say it again. He got a contract extension at the start of the season. I'm keeping him until he retires. 30 years old now. And yes, Sangrandi is our first choice goalkeeper. But look at that in the bottom right there. First senior club goal. I love him to pieces. I really, really do. He's been amazing since the very first season. Being with us for all these years, despite the loan spell last season. Mate, seriously. One day, you deserve to be in the club legends list, man. I love him. I love him. I always feel like the club favourite personnel, icons and legends list at times can be a little bit, I don't know, a bit arbitrary, to be honest. I think sometimes it just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, as I said before, Max Aarons and Ben Godfrey that have been here since the save began. Dembele's injury is just a tight fight. They are still not on even the favoured personnel list. And that makes literally no sense to me. Tom Tribal got there in like 2 years. Buendia and Ida are still on there. Bruce I now notice is in the icons list. But Godfrey's been the captain since the beginning of the save. How is he not on even the favoured personnel list right now? It makes literally no sense to me. Same with Aarons as well. It really is just so strange, man. And again, you can say the same about Farines. How is he not even favoured personnel? I know sometimes people say if a player requests to leave or requests to transfer, sometimes that can be the reason why they'll struggle to ever make it on there. But in the case of Ben, he's never asked for a transfer. Because in fact, think about it, neither has Max Aarons. Neither of them have ever requested a transfer here. Although having said that, did they request one at the end of Season 1? When we were relegated? I honestly can't remember now. Maybe they did, and maybe that's why. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, in our hearts, they're both on the favoured personnel list. In my heart, they're both in the icons list, as is Farines. Anyway, moving to the second game now. Brighton Hove Albion right before the first leg against Barcelona. And again, after Liverpool's slip-up, a win here, and we will really put the pressure on Sampaoli's team with 4 games to go. So moving on, second and final game of today's episode, and we're going to process through to our fixture together because at midday, there's a Merseyside Derby between Liverpool and Everton and Anfield. And like last night, I'm hoping for a goalless draw there. The Toffees taking points off them, and that will mean the gap will be 6, but we'll have a game in hand. So come on, you Toffees, get a big result there at Anfield. I'll take a draw. And it finished up as... Yes! Oh my god. This could actually happen. Liverpool's run has been incredibly poor. Only 1 Premier League victory in their last 5 games. I actually can't believe there's a chance that we could win the title this season coming from nowhere. But we have to win every game. I said before, if we're going to do it, we have to win every single game and we need to be perfect, and that includes today. Brighton away, scrapping for survival at the bottom of the table. They can all but secure it with a win today. This will not be a banker. But Everton, thank you. Thank you. I can't believe we can actually do this, man. Oh, I'll be gutted if we come up short by a point or on goal difference. But anyway, heading to the game. This will be the team. This is it. Sticking with the Gegenpress headed to the Barcelona game. And this is our lineup. Zangrandi in goal, but for Sanabria, Pavlovic, Godfrey, and hours of Kenner, Mount, and Bam through the middle. Interesting inside forward duo due to... Actually, Madu's back now, isn't he? Oh, I could have put Madu in. Well, Brewster will stay on the left-hand side anyway, with Crowley now coming in on the right because Dembele's injury in midweek means I'm not going to risk him with Barcelona in midweek. And Teddy will once again be up top. On the bench, Farines, Armini, Madu, Robin, Longstaff, Provenzano, and Abbey as well. Second and final game, and a chance to cut the gap to 3 points. Come on, you Canaries. Teddy crosses. Rian gets up and the header off the crossbar, and Gray turns in a rebound to make it 1-0. Perfect start. If we come from behind to win this Premier League title, I think this might be my greatest Football Manager achievement ever. Considering how many points we were off Liverpool, considering how well they were playing in the first half of the season, we don't need a second replay, Football Manager, please. I genuinely do believe this could be my best achievement. Coming from behind to snatch the title at the death. Just calm yourself down, mate, alright? It's a long way to go. Obviously, we know we're not going to catch up in the goal difference swings, so if we are to do it, we need to finish at least a point clear of Liverpool, and that means they can afford another loss in their final four. They can have another defeat, and they'll still be crowned champions with 3 wins in 4. So that's the thing I've got to remember here. Liverpool need to slip up 2 times in 4 games, and yes, I know based on, oh, what a run by Crowley. Yes, I know based on their recent form, that's not, not against the realms of possibility, but let's be honest here. 2 slip-ups in the final 4 going for the title, not really sure that's going to happen. But either way, we're keeping the pressure on at the moment. Oh, what a howler by Dean Henderson, putting us 2 goals up there. Teddy's second of the game. Yeah, at the moment, we're keeping the pressure on, and Liverpool are feeling the pressure. Oh, Dean, look at that. Henderson, thanks very much, mate. Do you think he still has a soft spot for us? Quite possibly. 2-0 Norwich City. And as things stand, surely on course of 3 points with Barcelona in midweek as well. If we can get to around the 50-55 minute mark, still up by 2, I'll take off the starters. But instead, corner for Brighton and a chance for him to get back in it for a set piece. Kennerhead's clear. Crowley can lead the break though. And Teddy is chasing a first half hat-trick. Has it all to do here down the right hand side. But as he steps in field, he's beaten 1, he's beaten 2. And he just couldn't beat Henderson for the match ball as well. Teddy great today. Unstoppable. Sanabria's shot block still 2-0. I'd like to take Teddy off really. But as I said before, sometimes when you take a player off chasing a hat-trick, they can complain, it can hamper their morale. But for now, at this rate, Teddy's probably going to get the hat-trick before half-time, and that'll be perfect as Mason Mount takes it over the halfway line and slides through Ryan Brewster down the left in an unconventional role with Sanabria on the overlap. The Argentine finds Mount, looking for his second in 2. Instead, he'll dink it in, and oh, that could have been a hat-trick. But it's not. Good block and an easy save for Henderson. Is going to do it for the first half. Still up by 2-0. Oh, actually, one final highlight here as Carly's tripped, and that's got to be a penalty. Crowell's clearly inside the line. That should be a spot kick, and it is. And a chance for Teddy to get that hat-trick, which he didn't. Oh, he took it so quickly. I think he put himself off. Dean guesses the right way, makes amends, and keeps Brighton in it. That should have been the match ball there. 3 minutes after the restart. I want a fast start in this second half here. Get a third goal, kill the contest, and make sure we head to the game against Barcelona in fine form and in full confidence. Gray flicks back, gets it back himself, and whilst his first shot was blocked, his second one goes wide. He spurned 2 or 3 great chances at a hat-trick today. Surely a third goal is coming at some point. It's been all Norwich today. Ryan Brewster plays it back to Nohan Kenner. And as Mason Mount will give it to Provenzano, Crowley gives it back to the Italian. That's a great ball by Matteo, and Brewster gets away, his shot's blocked, and Crowley can't turn it in, neither can Provenzano, and Brighton all hands on deck here trying to get the ball clear. Sanabria, Brewster, tackled, and it will be cleared away. How have we not put this game to bed yet? Well, in the end, the 2 goals will be enough. Norwich City are really putting the pressure on Liverpool, who continue to feel it and slip up. The gap cut to 3 points, courtesy of Teddy Gray's brace. And Norwich City are within touching distance of top of the table. 2-0 the final score, head to the game against Barcelona. No, we just qualified with the Champions League, which to be fair is all I wanted at the start of the season. I talked about it. I wasn't bothered about going for the title, but now you best believe I want the crown come the end of the season. The board have given us 93 million for next season, but of course that could change as we're not there yet. But again, Premier League table, Liverpool, we are coming for you. 3 points to gap. Yes, they've got a superior goal difference record. And yes, again, they can afford to slip up one more time in their final 4 as well. When you look at the fixtures they've got, some tough ones to come. Leicester away, Arsenal at home, Manchester United at home, and Sheffield United away as well. All I'm saying is this. We've got the easier run. And I would absolutely love it if we come from nowhere to claim the crown for the first time in the save. I still don't think it'll happen though. But that was today's episode of Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching one of the most dramatic episodes and one of my favourites of the series. If you did enjoy it, then please do drop a like. I can't believe what we saw today, man. Such drama. But if you did enjoy it, then please drop a like. Have a fantastic day, guys. Much love. And of course, we'll be coming back with a treble header in the next one. We can't miss anything now between now and the end of the season due to how tight it is. We'll have both legs of the Champions League final, semi-final even, against Barcelona as we go for a place in the grand finale in our first season in Europe's Premier competition. And then Barnsley at home as well, as we aim to possibly, depending on results, go level with Liverpool in the race for the title. Have a fantastic day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for yet another unmissable episode of Football Manager very soon.